I'm a first generation entrepreneur with a passion to create innovative technology products that solve complex business problems. I love big challenges of shaping business transformation using digital technologies and channels. Over the last decade and a half, I've created and led an award-winning digital transformation company, MaxMobility. We started back in 2004 with a team of around two people in a small garage-like setup. Today, with God's grace, we are a team of around 200 plus, and we work globally across with around 150 plus active clients across various industries like FMCG, telecom, retail, healthcare, etc.
What inspired you to become an entrepreneur and start Max Mobility?
I come from a Sindhi business family of entrepreneurs, so I guess a lot of it is in my blood. From the beginning, I have been, from my college days, I was very fascinated by the world of technology and the impact that it was having on the world and on the way we live. From then, I had that itch of doing something in technology. And I was also a very avid reader of business biographies. I used to follow very closely, lives of some very successful entrepreneurs like Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. I was truly inspired by the kind of products and things that they were, creating and the way they were impacting the world. That shaped my dream to make and impact lives of people in my own little way. To be able to do that, I think you need the freedom of choice, and I could think of no better career choice than entrepreneurship. Back in 2004, I started Max Mobility with a dream to create a technology organization that outlasts us, create a product that impacts millions of people and impact the way we live. So I think that's really what inspired me to become an entrepreneur.
Can you tell us a little bit more about Max Mobility and the Max Mobility group of companies?
Max Mobility is a B2B digital transformation company. At Max Mobility, our purpose is to reinvent and help businesses run better, with use of innovative technology and digital solutions. Our promise is to innovate and empower businesses to realize their true potential. And towards that objective, we have been working over the last decade and a half, where we have created a number of technology products and services, which I believe, have added compelling value to our customers. We were one of the first companies to launch the self-refreshing ticker platform in India during those, Nokia small feature phone days. We were nominated for the World GSM Awards in 2006, and this product was launched with Airtel and Bombay Stock Exchange, which became quite popular. After a couple of years, we also created the location-based school bus tracking IoT platform, for which we bagged the NAVTech LBS Challenge Award in 2009-10. So it has been a long journey. We started with offering mobility and mobility solutions to enterprises. Slowly from there, over the last 6-7 years, we have graduated from a mobility solutions company to a digital transformation company now, to be able to add more value to our customers and give them a full 360-degree service offering. Last couple of years, we also took inorganic route of acquiring a couple of companies. We acquired a boutique digital agency, which is rebranded now as Yours Digitally. In addition to our technology solutions, we also provide the digital marketing solutions to our customers. We have also invested in one of which is Grab Loyalty, which is based in Lucknow, where we basically offer loyalty-based app solutions to F&B industry. So I believe now we have all the arms in our arsenal to help companies grow in this digital world.
So what is the importance of digital strategy according to you?
In today's day and age, everybody knows now that digital strategy should be one of the most critical elements and priorities for your business. I believe in not so distant future, all businesses are going to be digital businesses. Almost all businesses want to do more with less, scale and grow their business beyond the geographical constraints and beyond the boundaries that they have, become efficient in their operations to maximize their ROI, get closer to their customers, and in the end, they all want to achieve their true potential. And I think digital channels help you achieve all of that. We always say physical divides and digital connects. These digital channels add compelling value, which is proven now beyond a doubt. And I will also go up to an extent of saying now that, businesses who do not prioritize digital initiatives won't survive in the next decade.
Can you tell us a little bit about the role of technology in digital marketing and how it can be incorporated into a digital strategy?
Yeah, see, technology plays a pivotal role in digital marketing. Without having a tightly integrated technology with marketing initiatives, I don't think any of the marketing initiatives is going to be achieved unless you have a tightly integrated technology with marketing initiative. You need technology to create digital assets that you want to run. You need technology to integrate with various kind of channels that you have. You need technology to measure data, capture the data, analyze, and then improve. So to draw an analogy, it's like, you're jumping from an aeroplane without a parachute. So you need a technology that guides you. Yes, I think that's the single most important factor. You cannot just do a marketing in silos without a technology these days.
Can you give us an example of the technology your team has created has helped a company reach its marketing goals?
Over the years, we have created many MarTech solutions which have helped organizations We have created a hyper localized, beacon-based, location-based ad platform where in a grocery store, we are able to locate the a customer wherever he is inside the mall and then give them hyper contextual ads. I mean, that's something that is already running with Spencer's in East India. But one of my favorites, which we have done for Ambuja Neotia, which is a real estate group, we created a complete virtual reality experience for their real estate property, which was a complete virtual reality brochure. And that added immense value to their customers because they sitting at home, they were being able to experience the entire property. And during these pandemic days when people are really not moving about, I think that's one of the tools that can really change the way these real estate companies are now marketing their properties. I mean, buying a real estate is also a thing where you want to involve your family. So even if you go alone and you can give them a visual experience at home of how the entire property is going to look like, I think that's going to make the decision making much easier.
What would be your process while creating a digital strategy?
Yeah, so before I touch upon the process of how I go about creating a digital strategy, I think it's very important to clear a myth. I think most of the companies and organizations that we speak to, always correlate digital strategy with only a digital marketing strategy, which is not true because digital strategy touches the entire organization. I mean, from all your operations, and digital marketing happens to be one of those functions. I think that's very important for everybody to understand before they set out to set up a strategy. I mean, we need to be a business of digital, so our culture should be thinking digital first. When I would go about creating a digital strategy, obviously my first step is going to be to start with why. I mean, why is it that I want to really take these digital initiatives? What are my expectations? And those digital initiatives have somehow got to tag with my business goals. Of course, all businesses will have different kind of goals and ways to work. But at the fundamental level, most of the business goals are very common. I mean, they can be simply categorized into two key buckets: A, efficiency goals, and B, growth goals. For efficiency goals, of course, I will map my entire business processes and prioritize the digital initiatives that I believe can give me the maximum impact to begin with. And I'm going to list down those processes that I want to automate. For my growth goals, again, I need to, of course, delve down deeper into what my channels are going to be, how I intend, what kind of target audience I'm going to, really go after, which are the channels that are relevant to me. And once I'm clear-cut, set up with all these goals and the KPIs which I can measure the improvement with. I need to have KPIs in place so that I can measure how my improvement happens. What cannot be measured cannot be improved. So clearly set out those goals into two buckets, and and then, of course, when the marketing starts, we need to closely analyze the KPIs. We need to closely see how the KPIs are performing, whether we are improving or not, and keep reviewing periodically and changing the strategy accordingly. I think that's going to be my first take to start the digital strategy if I am starting out.
Give us any advice for budding entrepreneurs who are trying to enter into the digital game.
Digital world changes very rapidly, and I think my most important advice to budding entrepreneurs who want to ace the digital game is to be very comfortable with rapid change. I mean, it's almost like you're starting a new business every 6 months, 9 months. So yes, I think you constantly need to innovate. You constantly need to be comfortable with change. I think that will be my only advice.
Can you tell us what we can expect from the upcoming webinar on digital marketing made easy?
Our objective with any webinar is to add value to our audience and share practical tips and steps so that they can go back and implement the same across their organization to grow and achieve their potential. Similarly, in the Digital Marketing Made Easy webinar, we look forward to provide useful and practical steps and tips that our participants can take back and implement in their businesses to grow.
Can you just tell us a little bit about the panelists?
I'm there as a part of the panelist, and along with me, I've got two of my wonderful colleagues and co-founders of my digital agency called Yours Digitally. They both carry almost a cumulative experience of 25 years in the digital marketing arena, and one of them is from IIM Calcutta and from a very rich experience of PwC. So Mitul Das, he's one of the panelists. He's the CEO and co-founder of Yours Digitally. Along with him, we also have Abhishek Chamaria, who's also a co-founder of our digital agency Yours Digitally. And he has also a rich experience of around 10-15 years. He's an ex-Infosys. And I believe that together we'll be able to add value to our audience. The webinar starts on 17th December between 4 to 5 p.m. You guys can find the link in the video description where you can click and subscribe to the webinar.